So it's been exactly 6 months since I've been monetized on this channel on YouTube as a small finance creator with only 3,000 subscribers. So in this video, I'm going to take a deep dive into my YouTube analytics and show you how much I've earned in those 6 months, what I did, and how you could possibly replicate this if you were to start your own YouTube channel for yourself. So in order to be monetized on YouTube, as you all may know, you need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of people having watched your videos. Now, when you're starting out, this is by no means a small feat, and sometimes it can take a creator years to become monetized. In fact, it takes most small creators over a year to actually get monetized, and once you're monetized, you can start making money out of the ads that are shown before your video, during your video, and after your video. Now, there are some other ways to become monetized, but I'm not going to be talking about them in this video as they depend on short form content, and my whole channel is focused and dedicated on long form content where I can build rapport with the audience and hopefully you'll be coming back for more. So I posted my first video on this channel on the 2nd of September 2022. So already it's been 1 year and a few weeks. So as you can see, when I first posted, I only got 3 views, 8 views, and 7 views. And even though on the first day I posted 4 videos, this is actually quite typical of starting a new channel. In the beginning, no one actually wants to watch your channel. No one wants to even subscribe. And if you think about it, this makes a lot of sense. What does a new channel have to offer? If there was a new business that started and you've never heard of their name, how would you know what kind of quality the goods they are selling or services they are selling? You just don't know. So over time, people watch your videos and realize if they want to stick around or if it is quite rubbish. As you could imagine, there are millions of YouTube channels, hundreds of thousands probably being made every single day, a lot of them full of rubbish quality content and a lot of them being spam. So as a consumer, you're not going to subscribe to a channel which barely has any content or the quality is not that great. So as you can see, it didn't take too long for me to start getting views, and on the 7th of September, 5 days after I posted my first videos, I was starting to get 100 views a day. Now for me, I would say I personally got quite lucky, and overall in my journey, it took me only 6 months to get monetized. So I reached 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in 6 months and 2 weeks. Now this is a lot faster than most people, and I'm very grateful for everyone that's watched, but it wasn't easy work, and I posted around 70 videos from 0 months to 6 months. So by no means can you easily get your watch hours or your subscribers by only posting a few videos. Now some creators are very good at making videos and they could reach monetization with 1 video. However, if you're starting new on YouTube, I don't think that is going to be possible without any prior experience unless you are within the top 0.01% in terms of luck. So currently, as it stands, I have 3,135 subscribers. So in 1 year, I received around 3,000 subscribers, which I think is a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, many channels do receive a lot more subscribers. However, in this video, we're going to reiterate the importance of knowing your niche, and 3,000 subscribers for my channel, which is a UK based finance channel, is actually not a small amount of people. In fact, 3,000 is actually a lot, and I've already made a substantial amount of money. Nothing to replace my rent, but it is something significant, and with enough nurture, this could actually become a full-time income sometime down the line, not too far away. So as you can see from this graph, in the past 48 hours, I have received 1,502 views. This is actually very typical of my channel. In fact, it's between 1,500 and 2,000 views per 48-hour window, so around 750 to 1,000 views per day, even if I don't post. So I posted my last video about a week ago. Before then, I was posting 2 or 3 videos a week. Now I've slowed down and only posting 1 video a week, where I want to focus more on quality or content that I want to see the direction of my channel going towards. Now, it is important to note that I already have 116 videos on this channel. Considering that, I am by no means slacking too much because I already have a catalog of videos that people can go and watch, and whenever a video does well, it recommends other videos within my channel. So anyway, within the year period, a year and 2 weeks, I received 216,000 views, and this, bear in mind, is in the UK finance niche, and the finance niches such as personal finance, credit cards, Bitcoin, investing, mortgages, and stuff like that do make for the most money in terms of ad revenue on YouTube. So within that period, you can see that I have 216,000 views, 15.6 1,000 hours of watch time, and as you can see, it has progressively been going up with some spikes when my videos do quite well. But you can see overall the trend is going up quite nicely, even though it might have been dropping off recently because I've been posting slightly less videos than usual, but that's fine. I'll tell you now, 4,000 watch hours is incredibly difficult to achieve. If you do the maths, even if you watch your video for 24 hours per day, you're going to need over 160 days in order to actually complete that. So you cannot cheat on the watch hours, and it really does have to come from a lot of people watching your content for a significant amount of time, hopefully at least around 4 minutes per video. So as you can see, subscriber growth has been quite steady, I would say. I have not received any sort of exponential growth that a lot of people do see. I would say I'm a very slow and steady but winning the race. Not really winning the race, but slow and steady does well. As you can see, I used to get around 2 subscribers and then it kind of went to 6. Yeah, like less than 10 a day. But then recently I'm getting more like 10 subscribers a day. So with consistent work but high quality and what people are looking for, people will be subscribing more. I actually don't mention at all in my videos that you should subscribe or like my videos, and I think that might have led to less subscribers, but honestly I don't care, because I'd rather people only subscribe to my channel if they really wanted to. Don't subscribe to my channel if you don't want it. In fact, just don't, because I only know you're subscribing because you kind of want to support me, but you're never going to actually watch the videos. Now it's very important that your subscribers actually watch your videos. Now when a video is posted, as I'll show later on through browse features, when a video is posted, it initially goes to most of your subscribers. If they don't click on the thumbnail, it actually reduces your click-through rate, so the amount of thumbnails that are getting clicked and people are watching it reduces, and it tells YouTube that this video is not really popular. So if your subscribers aren't watching your videos, honestly it's very hard for your channel to grow. So now without further ado, let's just go into how much I've made on YouTube in the past 6 months. So as you can see, my estimated revenue, so this is from March 14th to September 14th. As you can see, the estimated revenue always lags behind 1 day. So even though it is up to the 15th, I have technically been aware of my payment on the 14th. So this is exactly 6 months. And as you can see, the estimated revenue is £1,280. Now, this may be more or less than what you had expected, but I think £1,280 for 6 months of YouTube work is actually pretty excellent. And if the trajectory keeps going up, I think this could be a lot more, and one day it could probably replace my full-time job. And if you guys want to know what I do for a full-time job, I do have a PhD and I work out at university as a postdoctoral researcher, which isn't the best money I would say, but is definitely more than average, and I would say I'm pretty lucky for that. But anyway, when I was first monetized, I received around £3.60, and I consistently made over £3 per day, only maybe 1 or 2 days less than that. As you can see, I was very happy because £5 a day seems like very good money for something that kind of is passive. I make YouTube videos because I am very much passionate about making videos and seeing how they perform. That's the thing that interests me. Some YouTubers, it's more about, you know, how many subscribers they can get, or the editing process or the recording process. I mean, I do enjoy all of that and I do it myself, but my favorite thing is to look at my YouTube analytics and see how my videos are performing, and that is something that just makes me happy and keeps me focused and motivated in life, I guess, however stupid that sounds. But anyway, after a certain point, maybe in May, you can see June was a very high CPM month, and I'm going to show that later and explain what CPM is. But as you can see, from June I started to earn a lot more. As you can see, the average is a lot higher, and on one day I received £15.77, which is really good. That is like a good lunch out or whatever you want to buy for £15, maybe half a week's worth of groceries these days. But yeah, £15 was really good. And as you can see, recently the CPM also is slightly going up, and as you can see, I've had many plus £10 days. So let's just go through the breakdown of the 6 months and what happened in terms of views, watch hours and subscribers. So as you can see, in the past 6 months I received 147,000 views, and as you can hopefully see, there's been an uptrend in my views and maybe a little downtrend here. But as I'm consistently producing videos that I think people are watching and think people are searching for, I am receiving more views on my channel, and a lot of people are coming back to watch. And this not only increases the amount of revenue I earn, but it builds the trust and more people want to subscribe. So for me right now, the most important thing is the trust and building my community, way more than revenue and things like that. And that really does play into how much I earn from YouTube currently. So over the same period, 11,400 hours of watch time, which is mind-blowing because that's way more than 24 hours a day for 1 whole year. Also, subscriber growth, as you can see, has been quite steady, maybe a slight trend upwards, I'm not too sure, but roughly around 8-ish or 9-ish or maybe even 10-ish subscribers a day, which is really, really good. I'm really happy about that. Every single subscriber gain makes me really happy. And what people don't actually realize is that you do lose a lot of subscribers on the way. So as you can see, in that time period, I lost 235 subscribers. So you lose always around 10% of the subscribers you gain, which can be quite disheartening to see, but it is what it is, and it's always consistently been 10% for me. So in terms of breakdown, the first month wasn't a full month, but I received £88.14, and as you can see, most of them came from watch page ads, and the rest will come from YouTube Premium. Now, if you're watching with a YouTube Premium account, you will notice that you don't have any ads. However, the video creator you are watching still gets paid, granted a lot lower than they would have if you watched their ads using non-premium. However, they do get a slice of the YouTube Premium pie, and as you can see, that was £1.16 on the first month. Now, what's really important is the playback based CPM. So the CPM is the cost per melee, so it's the cost per 1,000 views that YouTube or Google charges advertisers to advertise their content in front of your videos, behind your videos, or whatever around your videos. So this is what YouTube charges per 1,000 views. However, this isn't what you will receive as a creator, as YouTube does take a chunk out of that. They take around 45% of the ad revenue. And remember, not all views are monetized. So out of those per 1,000 views, maybe only 900 will actually have ads on them, and the next 100 won't actually receive any money. So you can see this bar here is the RPM, and this is the revenue, so the amount you earn per melee, so 1,000, and this is going to be a lot less than the CPM, but this is how much you receive as a creator per 1,000 views on your channel, and that is a great way to see how much you're earning per 1,000 views per month. So as you can see, March was £88, April went up to £125, which is really good. You can see the views from March to April were a lot higher, so 10,000 compared to 18,000, and then in May I received 21,000 views and £155. So in June, it went even higher. It was actually my highest earning month. I received 22,000 views and I received around £262 in ad revenue. This was actually my highest month, as I said. This is because the CPM was a lot higher, and that resulted in me having a much higher RPM. So that's an £11.23 RPM, which is absolutely huge. So per view, basically, I'm getting 1.1 pence per view. That was really, really good. Each day I was getting around 1,000 views, so that's pretty much £10 a day. So in July, as you can see, the CPM went down, so the RPM went down again. So that's £8.60 in RPM, but I did receive pretty much the same as the previous month, even though my views were higher by around 5,000 views. So in August, the RPM dropped slightly even more, and I received pretty much identical views, slightly more. However, I received less in estimated revenue. As you can see in September, the RPM is significantly higher than August, so that's around £10, so each view being around 1 pence. And currently halfway through September, £142.81 estimated, and I received around 13,000 views. So if everything goes well, I'll receive around 28,000 views this month, although that could always go up if my channel starts performing a lot better than expected. So you might be wondering, how does a video perform? What kind of videos for me made the most amount of money? And this is what I'm going to deep dive into right now. So if I go over here, you can see my top earning content between this time period, and by far this video has done outstandingly. It is made on its own £618. You can also see the second video is made around 10 times less. So this really does fit the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule, meaning that 20% of your best performing videos usually make 80% of the total revenue, which is really crazy. So if I go into the advanced details, you can see this video here, Trading 212 Guide for Beginners, made me £618, 43,000 monetized views. You can see the CPM is extremely high at £25.88, and I made £3.44 off YouTube Premium. So on YouTube, you can even go into the analytics, and I will show you how this video performed. So the crazy thing is, I posted this video on the 6th of December, and as you can see, the first day it got 75 views, which was pretty much typical, less than typical, because I would receive at that time 120 to 230 views. Yeah, I didn't think much of this video because it was just getting less views than expected. As you can see, some of my videos were getting 1,000 views at that point. So 1 month later, this video was still doing normally, and something happened around January. This video is getting a lot more views, so it took over a month for this video to start getting into the algorithm, and then the rest is history, because this is my most viewed video by a long shot. And as you can see, I received lots of daily views, so in the past 48 hours around 351. So throughout the week, it does get different amount of views. Towards Sunday, sometimes it gets a lot more, and last Monday or Sunday it was getting around 800 views per 48 hours. So this is definitely my money maker, and this video alone has bought me 4,500 hours of watch time. So if I was struggling to get monetized, this video would have been the one that got me monetized. Subscribers also nearly 1,000 subscribers. You can also see that I missed out on many views. So until the 14th of March, so if I go here, I already had 11,000 views which were not monetized. So you could imagine another 11,000 views would have got me around £200 ish. So this video could have made me around £800 with less than 100,000 views, which is crazy. So with the RPM I'm getting, if this video were to somehow make 1 million views, this would be making me thousands and thousands of pounds, which would be crazy. But anyway, why did this video do a lot better than the others? If you look at this graph here, which is called the retention graph on YouTube, this is a percentage of how many people stay within the video at a given time. So the first 30 seconds are the most important, and in this video 72% of all the people that watched it stayed for the first 30 seconds. Usually if you watch a video for the first 30 seconds, you're probably going to want to watch it throughout the whole video because you're already committed. If you skip before 30 seconds, there's honestly no chance the video had to entertain you. But anyway, as you can see, it has very good retention. Not the best I've ever seen, but it does have a lot of retention. Even around halfway, there's around a third of the people still left watching it. And I would say this video did well because it is a step-by-step beginner's guide into investing, and it's done so in very layman terms. It's done very simply, and it kind of shows off my ability to explain complex things quite simply. I mean, professionally, I am in academia, so that would be my full-time job anyway, explaining very complex things in very easy to understand English. So I brought my special skills, which has been in education for over 10 years, into finance, and that's something that separates me from everyone else who might be in finance. Personally, I've never had any experience in finance. However, I have a lot of experience in understanding complex things and hopefully allowing people without prior knowledge to actually gauge the basics and do things for themselves, especially in personal finance, which is super important. So that kind of brings me on to the amount I've earned on YouTube, because as a YouTuber, the ad revenue is not the biggest source of income for a majority of YouTubers. However, from my journey, I thought that trust was by far the most important thing, and by taking on sponsors, I would be kind of hindering my ability to remain unbiased in terms of how people should invest their money. For that reason, I'll be very careful about what sponsors I take, because I don't want to just take a sponsor's money and, you know, advertise a company that I don't use personally. And the companies that I do use, I do have affiliate links for them. So if you sign up to these platforms, I will receive either a free share or a sum of money as a result of that. It doesn't cost you anything, and if you want to do that, the links in my description are always there. So I've not taken any sponsors yet on this channel. I am personally open to sponsors as it will help fund the channel, but only if it's the right one, and my trust is by far the most important thing. So in terms of affiliates, I only really have 2 links to providers that I really recommend, which are Trading212 and InvestEngine. In a very small amount of videos, I have left affiliate links for things like Plum. However, no one's actually used that link, so the only income I've received are from InvestEngine, Trading212, and in 1 or 2 other videos, I left affiliate links for the light tier investment app, which I didn't wholeheartedly recommend, but I thought if you want to use it, you always can, and I received around £100 for that. So in total, from affiliates within that 6-month period, I have received £840. So that brings my total that I've earned on YouTube in the past 6 months to £2,120. So as an average, I received around £350 per month for doing something that I find as a hobby. And all this money just goes straight back into the stock market and helps me fund my videos and making portfolio updates. However, at the end of the tax year, I am going to have to pay tax on this. So I will actually have to file a self-assessment tax form, and I will hopefully make a video on how to do that and how much tax I had to pay as a self-employed portion of being a YouTuber and having a full-time job through pay as you earn. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I will see you in the next video.